So the course, it was primarily on community development, but there were a lot of different facets to that. There was plenty of learning opportunities for me. Social work training was generic in nature, and we touched on community development a little bit and a bit of co-production and PPI. It was a specialist NISC award, provided points towards a postgraduate diploma, and you could then continue on to achieve a master's level qualification. The asset mapping was something that I hadn't come across before, so it was great to have the opportunity to do that. I was able to do an asset map relating to the particular community geographical area that I'm based in currently. So it was North Belfast, and I was able to kind of pick out the strengths and assets of that particular area. And I found that there was loads, and it was interesting because although I've worked in that area for about 5+ years, I wasn't aware of the vast majority of support services that were available. So it was a learning point for me, and then I was able to pass that on to my team and also the service users and families that I support. So it was a really helpful exercise in a lot of different respects. When we were on the course, we had an opportunity to do a systematic literature review, which again was great learning for me. It's not something I had done since undergrad, so it was a great refresher. And the teaching that we had on that was brilliant. Going back just to my original community audit, it revealed that there was a high incidence of young people accessing the service who had comorbid psychosis and autism spectrum disorder. And I wanted to tap into that a bit more and explore that a bit more, specifically how these young people access supports in their community. And the literature review revealed that individuals with such diagnoses tend to experience additional barriers to accessing community-based supports. So that was the premise then of my research project. Its title was Knowing Our Community, and essentially it was an exploration of the various barriers and facilitators to accessing community-based mental health support for individuals with comorbid psychosis and ASD. I would hope that for me as a practitioner, I would have a better understanding of the particular client group that the research is focused on. And equally for service users, I would hope that they would be a bit more confident and competent and comfortable in navigating the variety of supports available to them in the voluntary sector. I think it's really solidified my knowledge in relation to community development, and I think that that's particularly important for social workers like myself who are based in mental health teams where the status quo tends to be that the medical model would dominate. Sometimes you can feel as though maybe you're losing some of those social work skills in ways. So it's great to kind of refresh yourself on, the reason why you kind of went into this line of work, and to, bring social work back into mental health. It's been really refreshing for me, and it's been a great reminder of the fact that social work and all those tools can be really powerful and valid interventions within mental health. The original community audit revealed that 23% of service users within my client group experienced comorbid neurodevelopmental conditions such as autism or ADHD, in addition to their psychosis. And additionally, these individuals, the literature review revealed, would experience additional barriers to accessing community-based supports for their mental health. For me, I would say that the course has really broadened my knowledge on community development, co-production and participatory action research. Particularly the latter was something that I had never come across before, and I was surprised by the plethora of research that involves service users as co-researchers. The course has also given me more confidence and competence as a practitioner, whilst it pushed me outside of my comfort zone. I feel like that's been really beneficial for me, so it was a great learning opportunity for us all. I feel in terms of the benefits for the wider community, including service users specifically, I would hope that this course has maybe potentially provided them with greater greater opportunities to co-produce research in the future and feel fully involved in their care and support. I would recommend the course, and particularly for those in mental health. I feel like through doing the course, it's given me increased motivation and enthusiasm for my role. I feel like I want to put the skills into practice and have the opportunity to do research in partnership with service users, because it's something that I found really interesting when I was reading those journal articles from Northern Ireland and abroad. So I would love to replicate that within my own role and produce a really good piece of research which will have benefits not only for the people that I support currently, but hopefully for other service users coming through the doors in years to come.